all the places that I'm auto-posting from my phone blog. I can add a service, and they have a lot to choose from. I can edit a service, delete a service, do whatever I want. But what the nice thing is, you can go in, let's say I want to edit my Twitter one. You can go to advanced options and actually change what it's saying when it tweets it out. In HDR Photog, I actually edited that, and I'll show you what I mean by that. But settings. Here's the name of your site. You have a tagline if you want it. You can have it public or private. And as you can see, I do have one more site. It's private because I don't actually use it. I own imagery.net. That's imgry.net. It's basically my Bitly Pro URL shortener. And I just grabbed imagery.posterous.com because I own the domain, and I wanted to make sure that no one used that in case I decide to use that in the future. Here's the theme. I could go in and edit the theme. You can edit CSS and some HTML. Posterous is kind of tricky with Java, no Flash, so I don't like editing the stuff. CSS is a different story. I'll show you some of the options that I have, but in the meantime, you can add features like I have show download links. You can actually turn it off so people can't download your photos versus they can. So that's that. Site profile is basically it's what you saw on the right of the page, and I have my bio pretty much, which needs to be updated as well. Analytics, I use Google Analytics. Yes, they give you built into Posterous your page view, but by using Google Analytics, it gives me even more information. And I use FeedBurner because I get better RSS feed. It's more social and better stats for the RSS as well. So there is that. Let's show you editing the theme for Scott Wine Gathered, Phone Blog, and I also use it for the Photographer's Prius blog. So here are your themes that you could choose from. A lot of free ones. You can buy themes. I think Obox sells themes, and some other companies sell Posterous themes. If I was using it for my own website and not hosting it myself, if I was using, like, it says the same thing as if people use Tumblr. If I was using it myself professionally, I'd pay for a good theme. Otherwise, I'm just using the free one. Let the designer get his credit or her credit, and great. They're giving you something for free. You might as well let them advertise on your site. And I actually really enjoy how this theme looks. So after you choose your theme, you can go to customize, and you can see what options they give you for each theme. This one's giving me a description, my title. I got some color options. I can change the background here. Header image, if I want to change this to an image instead of text, I can do that. I can turn on and off this Twitter and Facebook sharing. Disable mobile theme, how many posts I want to show per page, and if I want to go in reverse. I don't know why anyone would want it in reverse, but you can do it. Advanced, this is where you would actually go in and edit the CSS or HTML if you wanted to. And if you use Typekit, you can put in your Typekit ID and change all of your fonts easily. So that is that. Let's go more in depth on HDR Photog and how I do it for that, because that I use it. I have so many contributors, and Posterous is actually adding more administrator features. So for blogs with many authors, I'll have more control over it. But for now, it's very basic. So as you can see, the older posts, this is on the 28th. It's now, again, November 2nd. In that short amount of time, this has 1,351 views. So this is not bad. The one from this morning has 180 in less than a day. The site has over 114,000 views in total, 59 contributors, 83 subscribers, 446 posts in total. And again, the site's only been active for a couple to a few months. I don't remember exactly. I could easily check, but I'm not going to do that. So if I click post by email, it's going to open up my email client and go to email to contribute. But we want to post from web, and I want to show you what happens when I try to post from web. Posterous makes it very simple. If I want to add an image, I'm just going to upload an image. If I'm doing a video or document, all the same stuff. Now for HDR Photog, it has to be HDR related, so you know, that's about it. I monitor that. You put in your title up here, you put in your body. Once you add something, you upload something, it automatically sends it over to your blog post. In post options, you have your tags, so you can enter in whatever tags you want. You can schedule the post for the future or just have it go at that point in time. Here I can actually, if I don't want to send it to HDR Photog, I can switch it easily to a different blog. However, that's where it's going. Here is my auto post, and I can easily uncheck it and not have it auto post. Now, ideally you want everyone to see it, so auto posting is good. However, my gathered blogs, sometimes depending on what I'm posting, I will uncheck auto post and manually auto post it somewhere else, and I'll show you how to do that too. Posterous just added a new feature called Save. It's basically saving as a draft. So that's a nice feature. Otherwise, here's your publish and here's your cancel. So very simple. They made it very simple. We're going to cancel that, go back to here. So here's the fun part. Auto post. Here you can see everyone that's auto posting, and I can go in and I can actually edit you know, these, which are because right now I'm actually logged into my account. I'm not logged in under HDR Photog. I only have access to my sharing. So I can actually go here and say, I don't want anyone to auto post to the delicious bookmarks when I post. I don't want it to go out there. I don't want to go to my imagery Tumblr, which is scottwyden.tumblr.com. I don't want it to go anywhere. So I can actually undo that. However, I do need to log in under HDR Photog so you can actually see more controls. I forgot that I was in that account. So hold on 1 minute. Alright, so now we're logged in under HDR Photog, and you'll see only one post. One is up here, one blog. Again, here's the pages. Contributors, I have some info for contributors, a link and a page. Link, link, page, page, page. Again, post, pages, contributors. Here's all the contributors. There's a lot. Subscribers, you can list them all if I really wanted to. Auto post. Now, as you can see, I have control over everyone's auto post. If I'm seeing that someone is abusing, I could go in and say, I don't want you to auto post anywhere, and I can make sure that that contributor does not auto post. However, if you look up here, this is the HDR Photog Tumblr, which I made just so it's another source for the HDR images to get out there. And this is that. It's pretty basic. It doesn't really do much. I don't think it gets much action at all. But there's that. So, but what you can see is, let's say the Twitter post by only from HDR Photog, which HDR Photog does not contribute much. It's pretty much, if I see a tutorial, I'll publish it with a link only, and I'll explain why. But I only do a link only, and that's really it. Otherwise, I want all contributors to go out to the Twitter. It could be switched. I can delete it, you know, and I can even delete this one if I don't want it to go out, or this one, you know. So I have full control. And again, I can add more if I wanted to. Settings. It's public. It uses My List by Obox. It does not show the download links. I don't want anyone to have the ability to download another photographer's photos unless, you know, they give permission. Site profile. Again, brief info about the site. Google Analytics enabled. FeedBurner RSS enabled. So there's that. So here's where it gets fun. Let's say I was posting, and I actually, let's go back to my other account. So let's say I just posted, I just put this out there about 3 or 4 hours ago. 1 hour ago, I actually put this out there. So November 2nd, around 4 o'clock, I wrote this up and blogged it under my gathered blog. And let's say I didn't want it to auto post everywhere. You can go back to the post and go to auto post, and I can actually click this. I want it to go out to Twitter only, and now it's on Twitter again. And you know, they made it very simple. And that's pretty much that. There's really not much to it. Why do I send things to Tumblr? Well, it's another way to get your stuff out there. Posterous has its own following. Tumblr has its own following. Why not show everyone? You know, why not take advantage of the free social networks out there that you can get your work out there, you know? But why do I link and not fully copy and paste? It's not good for SEO for you to copy and paste from another person's blog. First of all, it could be copyrighted. Second, it's not good for SEO. Search engines frown on duplicate content. Paraphrasing is fine. Simple link is fine, but you don't go overboard. Worst comes to worst, ask before you do it, if you need to. And I hope that helped. And if you have any questions, comment. I'll try to get to it. Otherwise, thanks for watching.